Over to Jason, good morning.
All right, Kellyanne, good morning to you. More and more teenagers are doing what's called self-diagnosis, and they're diagnosing mental conditions. That can be a very dangerous trend. So joining me now is licensed mental health counselor Shantala Boss. And Shantala, this is something that you see here in your office in Central Florida.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm seeing it quite a bit more in the past year than ever before.
Yeah, what do you think is bringing this on? Why is it happening?
Well, it makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Kids need identity, they need belonging, and they need connection. And so they're on their phones consistently. A lot of influencers have caught on with the mental health trends and educating youth and adults about growing trends, diagnosis, interventions, which can be very good and a lot of information, but unfortunately they're grabbing onto a lot of these diagnoses and taking them as their own without seeking professional help, which can become very harmful.
Right, so social media is part of that. Are you seeing any other ways that, is this just other kids talking to each other in school that lead to this?
Exactly, yes. They're getting on social media and they're talking about it and they're feeling a sense of connection with one another, and it kind of helps explain what's going on. A lot of times they feel like mom and dad don't understand, mom and dad aren't hearing them, so they can be validated through this, and that is great and it helps them, but then it doesn't because they are misdiagnosing themselves.
Right, so let's talk about the harm of that and how you respond to it, Shantala. What can be the danger if somebody says, you know, oh, maybe I have ADHD or ADD or something like that?
The danger can be that therapy is an art just as much as it is a science, and we look at a lot of different factors when we diagnose. We look at the whole person, the whole situation. It's not one, two, three, or even four things, and a lot of diagnoses coincide and go together and coexist. So a person can think they have all these things just because maybe they meet three criteria. As a result, then they kind of develop and kind of adopt that diagnosis, and it can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And then they don't get the appropriate coping skills because they're not seeing a professional for that.
Yeah, and is that your advice, Shantala, is that people don't try to find this on social media and on the internet, but come see a professional?
Yes, absolutely. I think we can use social media as a guide, but then come and see a professional, talk about it, and get those coping strategies and figure out what really is going on under the surface.
Yeah, I thought something that was just so interesting that you shared is there are young people coming to you and they say, I think I'm on the autism spectrum because I don't fit in with social situations and all these things, but that may not be the case. Just maybe, I mean, come on, I was an awkward kid in high school, you know? And so it may just be some of those things, and it is dangerous to put yourself into a situation where there's a medical diagnosis involved, right? Without a professional being part of that process.
Exactly, and then kids get that in their head and they come see a therapist, and the therapist doesn't reinforce that diagnosis, and then they
because it
feel
wasn't
they
accurate.
aren't heard. So we have to approach it with empathy and understanding, really hearing them out, but helping them see the bigger picture that, you know, you're not just a diagnosis because you meet some of these criteria. You can understand this diagnosis and relate, but that doesn't mean that's who you are.
Okay, moms and dads here hearing this, you know, my ears perked up, and we say, what do we need to do? What are some of the signs that we need to look for in our kids to make sure that they don't go down this path?
Well, a lot of kids are isolating themselves. They're in their room. It's pretty normal for a teenager to do, but when they're on social media so much, looking at the same kind of thing, the algorithms are going to build, and that's going to become their whole world. So we have to help them see other options, other ideas, coping strategies, really get them out there, talking to other people, other professionals, and helping them see that it's not just what they're seeing on their screen or talking to with their friends.
All right, Shantala Boss, great advice for us today. And how do people connect with you on social media and elsewhere?
My business is Boss Wellness, so that's my website, Boss Wellness LLC, and they can reach me there.
Awesome. Shantala, thank you. And Happy New Year. It feels like it's been a little while since we've seen you in real life.
And Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And St. Patrick's Day and all of those great things. Yeah. And you're keeping us mentally sharp here. Stay with us. More Sunrise on the way after a quick break.